Charlie out of Washington State, nice job. Charlie passes Border Patrol structured interview. Charlie wanted me to tell you he did it last year, didn't pass. I worked with him for the past 2 weeks. We got him through it. He has made it. Nice job, Charlie. Mason coming out of Texas. Mason took his CBP structured interview, and he also passed. My clients are just kicking butt. I'm not done yet. Virginia coming out of where? Virginia. Virginia from Virginia. Passed her CBP also. 3 already. I can do this all day. I love getting this from you guys, these notices that you guys have passed. I haven't had any fails this whole month. Let's get down to the topic of the day, this SF-86, and how important is it to make sure you do it right, okay? First of all, the SF-86 is your form of course to fill out for these federal type jobs. We kind of all know that. What I keep hearing all the time from people who email me is, hey, Mitchell, I forgot this. I got to start all over again. I forgot this. I forgot that. Some of you guys are forgetting things from maybe 3 years ago, 4 years ago. That seems kind of fresh in my mind. I'm older than most of you guys, so I mean, you got to remember these things, okay? Because what happens, you could be disqualified, right? For sure. You could lose a future job prospect, right? You may even get hit for criminal situations, okay? So look, guys, your past 10 years, every job you've had, write it down. Even when you didn't have a job, write that down, right? You want to account for everything. Every address, every address you lived at for 10 years has to be accounted for. Even if you couch surfed, lived in a box, lived in a trash can, you want to tell them when you were in that trash can, from what date to what date you got out of the trash can and went to an apartment, and so on and so forth, okay? Don't play games with that form because they are not going to play games. They're looking for right now another 3,000 personnel for sure. They're going to pick the best of the best. If you forget stuff all the time, they're not going to deal with you. They're going to say, okay, have fun, have a good day. They're not going to do that. The other thing too, you guys, if you go overseas traveling, right? I go overseas, sometimes I travel. When you go overseas, you got to make sure you say when you went, where you went, and how you went, and so on and so forth. Fill in all those gaps, right? You don't want to have any huge financial issues. If you had a bankruptcy, it should be a long time ago, 10 years, hopefully, right? If not, talk to your officer, and maybe they can help you out somehow. I don't know, but debts, right? So you say, well, Mitchell, what is debt? Debt is what they consider an enormous amount. What that could be, it could be nebulous. You want to ask your manager, of course, right? Your caseworker, excuse me, because this could mean a lot of things, right? Collections, clear that crap up, guys. If you have collections, make a deal, make a payment plan, whatever, because they want to at least see you paying something. You're probably saying, well, why is that a big deal? Why is it? Because as a federal officer, they don't want any entity to have any leverage on you, right? Even a legal collections agency can have leverage on you, and they don't want that. Now, if you're showing some kind of payback pattern, you're paying back something, that's okay, right? Now, you guys stop. For all you guys out there who've been through this process already, problems with your SF-86 and how you fix it, put in comments below because everybody should hear this stuff. Maybe you're helping out another brother or sister going through the process. I don't have all the answers here, I'm a structured interview coach, right? But I'm trying to tell people, though, to be aware of the SF-86. If you can help out other people with your good advice in this process here for the SF-86, put in comments below, okay? You guys, even after you're hired, the SF-86 is reviewed again for things like promotions. They're going to go through it again. So you have to make sure you keep it tight from day one. Even when you think that you're no problem at all, right? Things might arise before you get to promotion or whatever, right? Make sure you keep it tight, okay? It's very important you keep it tight. So what I've done for you fantastic people, I've made a PDF checklist for you. So go down there and look at your checklist. I know they have one on their site, but I made mine a lot neater and nicer for you. It's just a nice little checklist for you to make sure you're there on top of your game. Last thing for you guys who are past that phase there, looking for some real one-on-one structured interview coaching for CBP, BP, or FBI, or Secret Service. I do all 4. Let me know. Click the link down below. Get into my coaching program. Come over to my calendar. You and I are going to make you succeed. I succeeded at 90.1% success rate for all of my students as I started 5 years ago. That's my track record. Perfect? No, but it's darn good, okay? You guys take care. Have a good day. Keep that form tight, okay? Bye-bye.